Okay, everyone, so we're back. So in the previous video, Sabah made some changes, right? He made some changes on the, let's say, on the login steps class, right? So let us suppose that I'm going to make changes on the same class. So before I continue working, if I check here, if I say git branch, as you already know, I'm on the main branch. So I can get his changes on my main branch, and I can push my changes, make some changes there and push the changes, but it is not suggested to work on the main branch. So if you're working in a team, it is suggested for you to create a branch to work on your branch, and at the end to merge it with the main. So I will create a branch, git branch Elion br, and if I say git branch again, the branch has been created, which is a copy of my main branch, right? But I didn't switch to the branch. So to switch to the branch, I have to say git checkout Elion br. And now if I say git branch, you see that the Elion branch is the green one, right? So that is the branch that I'm working on. And if I go to the project here, you also see here that I'm working on the Elion branch, okay? Now, Elion branch is an exact copy of my main branch locally. So let us suppose that I want to make changes at the same file as I mentioned earlier. So extends common methods. And also here I'm going to create here a method. So let me just say here public static void, let's say method 1. And I'm going to print here some, I don't know, sys out. This is method 1. Okay. And let me also create another method. What happened here? Okay, let me remove static. And then let me here create another method, public void method 2. And then in the method 2, I will leave it as it is, right? I'm not, or let me also print here something. This is method 2. So as you can see, right, I worked on the login steps. I made some changes, and I didn't get the changes of Sabah yet. Okay, so when I worked here, right, before I start sending the changes, if I say here git status, first of all, it will tell me that I've worked on the login steps. Okay, and now if I want to change, to get the changes from the main branch, from the remote repository, I have to say git pull origin main. Why do I say git pull origin main? Because I am on the Elion branch and I want to get them from the main branch from the GitHub, right? So if I try to get the changes, it will tell me that you have made some changes in your files, right? So that's, I'm not able to get those changes. So I will stash the same thing that's about that. So git stash apply save, sorry, git stash save, and the changes, right, have been saved. So at this moment, if I go back here, my changes, right, if I refresh the page here, the changes are gone because what is it called? I forgot it. Like I stashed them, right? So at this moment, I should be able to get the changes from the remote repository because I have no changes there. So if I say git pull origin main, it got the changes that Sabah did. And now, right, now I have his changes here, but also I want my changes. So I'm going to say here git stash pop, which will remove the changes from the stash and it will apply it right to my branch. So now press enter here. Right now I got a conflict. Right here it also tells me that you got a conflict somewhere here, you see. So you have worked on the same file, right? We have worked on the same file at the same place. Now I have to fix the problems. So if I check here, guys, if you want to solve the problem, you need, when you see these things, you shouldn't be scared. So this is what it was on Sabah. So he had the login method, and this is what is on me. I have the login method 1 and sorry, method 1 and method 2. So I will decide if I want his changes and if I want my changes. So this is what Sabah did. I'm going to copy it from here, and I'm going to remove these things from here. So now this is my changes. Do I want Sabah method? Yes, then I can just put it back here. Or if I don't want it, I can say, you know what, my methods are enough. I don't need whatever Sabah did, so I can remove them. So depending on whatever you're trying to do. So you have his changes and also you have your changes, okay? So let me suppose that I want both of them, and let me just save the file. So now the conflict has been resolved, right? The conflict have been resolved, and I should be able to send my changes. You never push changes when you have conflicts. Only after the conflict has been resolved, that's the only moment that you are, right, that you are able to send the changes. So now if I say git status, it will tell me that I have some changes there, and then I'm going to say git add period git commit -m. Let's say here conflict resolved, and then I'm going to say here, so now I am in a branch here, right? Which branch I am? Elion branch. This branch is not online yet, right? So if I go here to my project, and if I see the branches here, online is only main branch and Sabah branch. So there is no Elion branch. So for the first time when I need to send these changes, I have to say git push. And if I try git push, it shouldn't work because there's no Elion branch online. So I'm going to say git push -u origin Elion branch. So I'm sending my changes from my local branch to the online branch, and also I'm creating it because it's for the first time. So now the online branch has been created, and if I go to the branch here, right, if I go to the project, it tells me that in the branch there was a change. Do you want to pull a request? Another way to see this one, if you go to the branch here, Elion branch, and it says it's one commit ahead because you made a change and you want to send those changes, you're going to click on this one, create a pull request. So what is a pull request? You're trying to send the changes from your Elion branch online to the main branch online. I'm able to merge because there are no problems. That's why I'm going to say create a pull request, and then the conflict is resolved. If I want, I can change it, and I'm going to create a pull request. Depending on the project, right? So in some teams, I am allowed to do the merge the pull request myself. In some other companies, your colleague or your supervisor is allowed to merge, right? So you're not allowed to click on this one. But in our case, since we have a star topology, all the people have the same privilege to be able to merge the pull request. So I'm going to click on this one. The merge is done, and now all the changes are sent to the online repository. The only thing that we can test now is to go to Sabah and to see if he will be able to get all these things by just doing a git pull.
All right, perfect. I can do that. Let me share my screen. So here I'm going to clear again. And now I'm on my branch. So in here, I have not made any changes. So basically, I'm just going to get changes that are currently done and sent by Elion on the main. So I can just say git pull origin main. And then basically I get updated. Okay, so we have one small difference, which is in this case, this dot class, which should have been prevented from the from the git ignore, but it's not. In that case, you know, I can stash that, pull these, and then I can also drop the stash because it's a dot class. It's a binary file, so it's not going to change anything in my case. All right, so if you ever see an error with those typical with dot class files, please, what you need to do, let us know. We can help. You can stop them in git ignore from being shared, because when that passes, nothing meaningful passes to someone else's computer or to the repository.
Perfect. So in our videos, we made all the the scenarios when you are getting the project initially, you're working on the project, and then you're making the initial changes, you're pushing them to the project, and then all the people that they should be able to create their branches, work on the branches, and then merge the changes to the main branch. So we suggest you to make small changes and to push, not make big changes, because the bigger the changes, then you're going to have bigger conflicts, and it will be very difficult for you to resolve those big conflicts. But when the conflicts are small, it's easy to resolve. Okay, guys, so we wish you a happy project and hope that you're going to get some experience with the project. Okay, guys, bye-bye.